The deadly deception continues. Muktananda died in October 1982. His legacy, which he claimed went all the way back to the feared Hindu god Shiva, continues through his female successor, Swami Chidvilasananda, otherwise known as Guru Mai, who forced her brother, Nityananda, out of cult leadership. The truth is that Muktananda had picked Nityananda to be his sole successor until his sister's pleadings caused the Swami to make her co-successor. But she was not satisfied to share the throne. An investigator writes, quote, "In Ganeshpuri at the end of 1985, it was suddenly, and we might add deceitfully, announced that Muktananda had named Nityananda as co-guru for only a 3-year period, that the time was up, and that Nityananda was therefore stepping down both as co-successor and as a Swami. Devotees were told to turn in photographs and videos that included Nityananda and to excise all information about him from their books, that pictures of Nityananda should be burned because they would bring bad luck." End of quote. Having taken over the cult and having forced her brother out, Swami Chidvilasananda now claims to be Muktananda's sole successor. She heads some 550 meditation centers and 10 ashrams scattered around the world, involving many thousands of devotees in continuous activities that bring in tens of millions of dollars annually. No one knows how much wealth she commands as the successor of a guru who professed a vow of poverty. An insider who witnessed the transfer of power writes, quote, "When Muktananda died, the worlds of 10,000 Siddha people all over the world were darkened. Just about a year before he died, he named his successor, whom he called Nityananda. Everyone knew he would be a successor because Muktananda's teacher, whom he absolutely worshipped, was so named. Nityananda's sister cried and moaned until Muktananda also ordained her, giving her the name Chidvilasananda, or Guru Mai. A video was made of the ceremony called The Passage of Power. I still have a copy. After Baba died, the brother-sister team took over. 2 or 3 times they came as a couple to the Santa Monica ashram. I was made head of security, including the bodyguards. We might note that it's very odd that a self-realized god should need bodyguards. The quote continues, "Chidvilasananda and Nityananda had a falling out in 1985. The battle became brutal. She initiated the schism by accusing him of sexual indiscretions. I didn't see why that was a problem because it was no secret that Muktananda was doing exactly that for years. Nityananda and my friend, Shankarananda, were detained in the Ganeshpuri ashram in India until Nityananda surrendered any claim in the Siddha Yoga organization. They both escaped in the middle of the night. She had gained control of all the administrative and financial assets of Siddha Yoga, while he was a refugee with his smaller following. After she became boss, when she came to the Santa Monica ashram, I was still made head of security. Sometimes Nityananda would come to Santa Monica for his own satsang, set up in a different location by his own devotees. Nityananda and one of the swamis were followed by some of her henchmen and threatened. I know. I was with one of the swamis when it happened. The threats were of physical injury and disrupted satsangs, which happened." End of quote. Of course, any fault on her part is denied by Guru Mai, and the movement has prospered under her leadership. Thousands of followers refuse to believe any ill reports, while the words she speaks flow in a river of virtue and inspiration. Quote, "The wellspring of enthusiasm is your birthright. It is the whole purpose of your coming into this world. Constantly draw from this wellspring. You'll experience your own divinity, your own immense treasure." End of quote. The face is one of exceptional beauty, innocence, and overflowing love, but how could the truth beneath the facade be different with Muktananda's successor than it was with him? Former members who keep up with events declare, quote, "Siddha Yoga creates dependence, not liberation, and requires its members to live in dissociative denial. Critical thinking and questioning are punished by banishment from the community. Suppression and falsification of truth, submissive dependence upon the perfection of the guru are rewarded." End of quote. One would never suspect what lies beneath the appealing exterior of serenity, which is all the public sees.